Hi, my name is Brene Bradley. I'm an inspirational speaker and workshop facilitator who specializes in building healthy relationships. And today I want to talk to you about internet dating. Internet dating can be fun, it can be interesting, you can meet all kinds of nice people, but it can also be very frustrating if you don't have a strategy. I've talked to many people who have met nice people on the internet. I've even met some people who met their husbands and wives on the internet. As a matter of fact, I met my husband on the internet. 3 years ago, I met my hubby on an internet site. So I know it can work, but it works best when you have a strategy. So let me give you a few clues and a few tips. The first thing we want to talk about is safety. Safety first. There are a lot of unstable people in the world today, and you don't want them in your lives. So you have to take precautions. So the first thing I would say is when you're setting up your screen name, pick something that's not close to your own name. I would suggest that you establish an email account that is just for your internet dating contacts so that they don't have your regular email account. When you decide to meet someone, I suggest that you do that away from your home and away from your job. And when you're talking to the person on the phone, don't tell them where you work and don't tell them the community that you live in. You want to make sure that you have enough time to kind of get to know them before you expose yourself like that. I suggest that you also communicate by email first, then graduate to telephone conversations. I suggest that you ask the person for their number before you give them yours. And then when you get ready to meet, again, make sure it's just not close to where you live. You don't want to be grocery shopping and one day have this person show up that you're not interested in having in your life. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the profile. The internet profile is very important and is a very strategic tool that you can use to your benefit. So you want to keep it nice and clear and concise, but you do want it to reflect who you really are. You want to be specific enough about your hobbies, your likes, and your dislikes so that the person reading it can get a real feel for who you are. And I suggest that you not complain about past relationships, you don't bash people, you don't bash men, you show the positive side of yourself. Nobody wants to hear about whining and complaining and what happened in past relationships. So you want to leave all of that out. It's up to you whether you put a picture on or not, but if you decide not to put a picture with your profile, describe what you look like. If you're tall, say you're tall. If you're short, say you're short. If you're chubby, say you're chubby. We all like what we like. And you don't want someone who is looking for one thing when you're really something else. Everybody thinks men are visual. Well, we are all visual creatures. Women like what they like just like men like what they like. So be honest. If you decide to put a picture, don't put a picture that you took when you were 25 if you're about to go to your 30-year class reunion. Just keep it real. Who are you today? There's bound to be someone out there who likes you for you. The next thing I'd like to say is when you're screening, I like to be in control. So I didn't put my picture on the website. What I did was I did a very thorough profile, and then I did the screening and looked for men whose profile met what I was looking for and their picture was attractive. And then I sent my a little communication to them saying, read my profile, and if you're interested in me based on my profile, I will email you a picture of myself. Well, I was able to meet quite a few really nice guys and have some really nice dates before I actually met my husband. So I know that that strategy works. One of the tips that I give friends that really is important, and it's a part of the strategic internet dating, is journaling. Now, you may think of journaling as something that you do sort of like a diary. Well, it kind of is, but it's about who you're talking to and who you're communicating with. On the internet, since you haven't met the person, it's sometimes hard to distinguish who from who. Did I already talk to that person or not? So if you journal and just keep track of the person's name, the date you talked to them, what did they say, how did you feel about the date, talking to the person, you can keep track of it even better. And you can kind of keep track of what they're saying. There's something about the internet where people feel like they really don't have to tell the truth sometimes. So you want to make sure that if they say something one time, it's consistent with what they say the next time. So keeping a journal will make your internet dating go much more smoothly, I assure you. So those are my tips for today. And if you'd like some more, I have a blog. It's called mysisterfriends.net. Now that's mysisterfriends.net, not .com, .net. So we also have some other things that we talk about on the site. So visit. It might be interesting. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear your comments and some of the things that have happened to you on internet dating. So take care and have a good internet dating time.